What's going on, guys? Today I'm going to be reviewing the legendary variant of the HDR sniper rifle, the Brookside. Before we get into this review, I want to ask you one very small question. Are you subscribed? If not, then make sure you subscribe to see more Call of Duty content. So this is the Brookside. The first thing that catches your eye is the electric blue body, which really makes the Brookside stand out. Honestly, this is such a nice colour for the Brookside and really makes this HDR variant stand out from other weapons and variants across all the other classes of weapons. This blue also makes the Brookside look really sleek and I really like it. But as you will see later, this is probably the best thing about this weapon. Let's have a closer look at the attachments on the Brookside. We have a monolithic suppressor, a 26.9-inch HDR Pro barrel, a thermal optics sniper scope, an FTAC Stalker Scout stock, and the fully loaded perk. As you can see by the stats, these attachments improve accuracy slightly, while also improving the range by much more. However, they also decrease mobility, which was already poor to begin with. So let's have a closer look at these attachments. First of all, we'll have a look at the monolithic suppressor. So this suppressor gives some improvements to the accuracy and the range of the Brookside, but it also decreases mobility slightly, and also the control, but this is barely noticeable in the stats. The barrel is a 26.9-inch HDR Pro, which gives accuracy and control a boost, with range being given a significant improvement. Although mobility is decreased slightly with this barrel. The thermal sniper scope adds no benefits to the Brookside, but it restricts mobility and control, which isn't exactly good, and again we'll get onto this later. The Brookside would probably be better without this scope. Next up, we have the FTAC Stalker Scout stock. This stock limits accuracy and control but adds a little bit of mobility, which has been limited by some of the other attachments. Finally, the fully loaded perk adds nothing to the Brookside except giving you maximum starting ammunition at the beginning of each life in game. So let's move on to how the Brookside actually plays. First things first, I have to say, the scoping on this variant of the HDR is absolute trash. I hate it. I actually hate it. It's so slow. If you have any hopes of quick scoping with the Brookside, I have one word for you. Don't. Just don't. It will drive you crazy trying to scope quick enough to actually hit anyone, never mind get a kill. From long range, the thermal scope is alright, I can't deny that. The gun itself is accurate and powerful. Most shots end in a one-shot kill, which is useful, but it doesn't make up for the terrible optic, which would be much better replaced. For example, it would be a much better gun with the normal sniper scope or a scout scope attached instead. Movement with the Brookside equipped is so slow too. Obviously the attachments we looked at earlier have a big effect on the mobility of the Brookside, and not a good one. Even with dead silence as a failed upgrade, moving with the Brookside is so slow, and I genuinely think this is one of the worst sniper rifles to use in Modern Warfare. On the vast majority of maps, the Brookside really struggles and is not an enjoyable experience at all. When playing on a map such as Euphrates Bridge, it is a bit better, but that is due to the map itself instead of the weapon. Honestly, I hate this variant of the HDR. It's so slow to move with, and it's so slow to scope, which leads to many missed opportunities in games. I'm actually really disappointed with this weapon and was expecting so much more from a legendary variant of the HDR. If it were up to me, I would have given this variant down as a common or rare variant instead of a legendary. Don't get me wrong, the Brookside looks very good with the blue body and the monolithic suppressor with the reddish hue at the end, but the Brookside is completely underwhelming and really you should stay away from it at all costs. It's not worth the pain and the frustration. Normally, I love using sniper rifles in Call of Duty Modern Warfare, and usually never have a bad word to say about them, but unfortunately the Brookside does not have anything going for it, apart from the aesthetics which add nothing in game. The only game mode that I could really see myself using the Brookside in is probably Ground War, where you can just snipe for the whole game without having to get involved in any close combat, because honestly you don't stand a chance of even competing with someone using any other gun. And yes, I know that snipers aren't meant to be used for close quarters combat anyway, but most of the snipers in game at the minute can at least scope quick enough to give you a fighting chance. This is the complete opposite of the Brookside. From my point of view, it seems that over the last few seasons in Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the updates really haven't brought any decent sniper rifle variants. My favourite variant so far is the Suffering's End variant of the AX50, which I did a review on a while back, which I will link to in the description. Overall, as you can probably tell, I am not the biggest fan of the Brookside. It's plausibly the worst sniper rifle in the game at the minute. I shall not be using it anytime soon, thankfully. I want to know, have you used the Brookside? You can let me know in the comments down below. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel and click the little bell to get notified when I upload. I have a few more gun reviews coming in the next few days, so keep an eye out for them. Until next time, thank you for watching, and I'll see you again very soon.